Hello folks, I'm sure many of you recognize what this is. Probably right off the bat. This auction is going to be for a vintage, damaged, I'm going to call it incomplete, and you'll see why here in a minute. Super Penetrator, high gain Super Penetrator 500. There's the bottom mass mounting piece, the matching network. This is an old one for sure. I mean, it needs to be. This is either a parts or repair unit. It would take some work to fix this one, and really for one reason more than anything. I think that plastic hub's got a crack in all the hardware. Original, rusty. Looks like the standoffs are surprisingly decent condition. And the main part is in good shape until you get here. It's just got major damage. I really don't know what a person can do about that. I don't know if somebody can weld or braze aluminum can fix that or not, but I mean that's a major break right there. Next piece of center mast radiator section. I think I've got this all laid out right. This has got, I don't know, this is looking a little hokey too. You know, so there's damage on the end of this, but that slides in there and you can tell it has been. I mean, these pieces are, you know, fairly straight. They're not too bad. But the bigger, well, I take that back. Looking at number 2, I don't know if it really shows up in the video. It looks a little warped to me. But I don't know, maybe it's the angle I'm sitting at, but it looks a little warped. This one, I'm going to say is missing a little length. I think it's been broke at one time or another. Got an original clamp on, and this is, I think this is the original tip, folks, because looks like in there, I'm assuming that's the threaded part that took, if I remember right on these had a screw and they had the little lightning arrestor, you know, whisker rods. Those were missing. I don't even, you know, I don't know what kind of condition that's in. I've not tried to find a screw to actually, that's the right threads or anything. I can't even tell if there's any threads left on that. So be aware of that as well. That could be another issue. Beyond brakes, bends, looks like a little bit was snapped off. Oh. And then on the ground plane radials, that's when things get really, you know, hokey, which is kind of how it usually works with these oldies like this that have been abused. This one here, as best I can tell, these two are original. But, you know, they're both bent to some degree. I mean, I don't know if that's original length or not. That one's got a white cap on it, so that piece might be a replacement that's been slid in there. Because the others I have here, 2 of them have got black tips, and one of them's got nothing. But they're the same length. And I'm assuming that's this piece here. I know this such a big antenna, it's pretty hard to really show. I'm assuming this that piece here, the very ends of the ground plane radios. And if you look here, this one's been broken off in this joint. But the thing is, I don't see where any of those have been snapped. So I don't know if they're all the proper length or original or not. I really just can't say. This one's really kinked up. I have no idea if this is original. And then, for the other parts that mount to the hub, I guess I should spin the hub on the back side and show you it. I kind of forgot. Okay, the hub for the ground plane radials and the other ground plane radials, I don't think any of these are original. None of these have 2 holes in them. Like if I'll bring an original over here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's original. Matter of fact, I guess well, it's so kinked. I'm not going to be able to slide it in. I'll hold it up there. I think we can get an idea if holes match or not. A very basic idea. And yeah, I'd say that looks original. None of these are. These are off of another antenna. Have no idea what they're off. If you look here, this original goes this length and then it tapers to take the next length. Well, these don't taper there. Here, I'll get them all, you know, fairly lined up here. Okay, they're fairly lined up now. Some begins to taper, these don't. These don't taper until much further on. Now, if a guy had the right tubing to go in here in the length, it really wouldn't make any difference. I guess you could, if you wanted to use these, you could just drill some holes. This one's got a single hole, and the rest of these I don't think have any holes at all. They're off of another antenna array of some sorts. So be aware of that. I mean, she's not really complete. She's got damage. So I mean, this is either a major restoration or parts. I mean, there's a lot of good parts here. Somebody wanting to refurb one. So there you have it. I know this is kind of long, but pretty difficult to shoot a video of such a large antenna like this and really explain much anything. So 73s, everybody. I hope somebody out there can find some use for this old antenna.